Alright, so I'm back doing the Q&A video. Ready, set, go. I didn't get really a lot of questions on YouTube, so most of these questions are going to be from my Ask FM. Hopefully they answer some of you guys' questions. I don't know if they do, but hopefully they do. And before anybody asks, I am going to use my phone. In this case, I will put a link down below to where I got this case from. And you guys, I think I also have a coupon code for that, so check that out. But isn't this case cute? And they also sent me a screensaver to match the case, so that's cool. I love this case. I get a lot of compliments on it, so just in case anybody was wondering, I'll have a link to where I got this case from. Anyways, moving on. What is your perspective on yourself? So, my perspective on myself, I don't really know. I think that I'm a very creative person. I think that I am sort of outgoing, but I'm also, well, looking from the outside, I'm an outgoing person. I'm very nice. Most of the time I try to be nice. I can be kind of standoffish sometimes, maybe depends on what kind of environment I'm in, but most of the time I'm an outgoing person, and I like to have fun. I like to laugh, and I think that I'm a very, like I said, I'm creative, so I think that I'm a resourceful person, and I work really hard to not try, if that makes sense. I try to be myself as much as possible, and I think people kind of get that when they meet me. They're like, oh, she's kind of a fly by the moment kind of people. Like, I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody, I'm just being myself. So, yeah. How do you feel to know that there are 10,000 people watching and supporting you? I don't know. That is a good question. I don't feel a certain way about it. It feels kind of weird to know that people like watch me like this now, because it makes me, I mean, but honestly, when I make these videos, I feel like I'm talking to myself, so it's not really that weird to me. But I know, you know, it's still weird because there are people watching me, so I kind of have to make sure that I'm being presentable while yet still being myself, but keeping myself, you know, in a classy manner, not crazy and weird. Am I happy with my life right now? Yes, I am. I'm pretty happy with my life. Sometimes I do kind of feel like things could be better, not with my financial situation or where I am right now, but just as a person, I feel like I could do better by myself, by, like, you know, being more friendly to people, being more open, expressing myself better. I feel like I could do that better. I feel like I could be a better friend. But there's always things that people can improve on. So other than that, I am pretty happy with my life right now. I think that things are kind of working out the way that they should, and they're starting to move a little at a faster pace. So yeah, going through a lot of changes. This is the changing season. So I guess, I mean, you know, I guess that's okay. When did you first discover YouTube? I first discovered YouTube, I want to say when I was in middle school, I think. When did YouTube start? I don't even remember when YouTube started. I actually was looking at something on Facebook that somebody sent me, and so I just started clicking through videos. I found these really hilarious vlog videos, so I thought, okay, cool, I think that I'm gonna make vlog videos because I can be funny like that. So in high school I started doing these vlogs of me talking in my car, basically before class, and you know, I had a lot to say back then because I was really crazy, and I used to talk about people, and so it would just be really funny. And so then I started getting more into editing once I found an editing software on my computer, and so I started editing my videos and putting little inserts, doing shout outs to people on Facebook and stuff, little silly stuff like that. And then I discovered that, well, I didn't discover, but I saw that people were doing that on YouTube, and so I thought I could do it on Facebook first, and then once I graduated from high school, I would go on to do that on YouTube. Well, I did that. I made a channel at the end of my high school career, and I found my cousin, Flower Push. If you guys know Alexis, that's Flower Push. She's my cousin. And I saw her doing makeup tutorials, and I was like, people do makeup tutorials? So I was watching her videos and I was like obsessed with them. and I used to try and do my own makeup, and she's really who got me into actually doing makeup, so shout out to my cuz. But she inspired me to make more videos, and so I started doing that. I started doing like funny videos, and then me just talking videos, and then I did a few makeup tutorials here and there, and that's how I started my first channel. And then eventually something happened to where I couldn't get back on it. I think my email or something was messed up, and so I had to make a new channel. But that's pretty much how I got started on YouTube. And I became partner really, really quick because I made one video about things I hate about driving, and it blew up, and it eventually got deleted, but it did really good. Like, it got 10,000 views or something. I thought it was so cool. So yeah, no, had to start from scratch, but it's okay. My channel ended up growing pretty well, and that's how I got started. So yeah. Am I an optimistic person? Yes, I am an optimistic person. Most of the time, it depends on what it is. I'm optimistic about clothes and shoes, if that makes any sense. But as far as my life in general, I feel like I'm optimistic, but I can be a bit pessimistic sometimes. I try to be optimistic. I really, really try, because I'm naturally pessimistic. Like, naturally, when it comes to other people and their decision making, I suck at looking past decisions that people make. I kind of get to this point where if I see somebody continuously making bad decisions, I just automatically, I'm like, I can't even be friends with you because you make the dumbest decisions. Like, I mean, that's normal, but it makes me pessimistic about other people, so I can't formulate friendships very well. I mean, me personally, I don't talk about me as a person, like from a personal level, but being honest with you guys, I'm a horrible person when it comes to making friends, but I'm getting better. I've become more graceful, and I've become a lot more accepting of people and where they are, and trying to look past, you know, what they've done and kind of help them to see past that. But usually, I'm a pessimist. That's bad, but I am kind of pessimistic at times. Where did Vicky Lou originate? So the name Vicky Lou, actually the first person to call me Vicky Lou was my uncle. I was like 5 or 6 and we used to go over to his house for Thanksgiving, and rest in peace, I love him so much. But he was the one who actually first coined the nickname Vicky Lou. And he used to say to me, every time I saw him, he used to be like, Vicky Lou got a new pair of shoes. And that was his line. Okay. And so basically that was the first time anybody had called me that. And then people started calling me that in high school, and because they used to call me Vicky Lewis all the time, and originally they called me Vicky Lewis, but it eventually got shortened to Vicky Lou. And then so it just stuck with me, so I used that as my first YouTube channel name. And then after that, I changed it to the new Vicky Lou because I had to make a new channel. So, but Vicky Lou, that's where that came from. Y'all, there's a spider. There's a spider. There's a spider right there. I'm sorry. I gotta kill it. 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 I hate spiders. I gotta kill it. When and why did you decide to leave college? How did your parents react? Okay. I decided to leave college 2 years after I started. I was at TCU for 2 years. You know, I get questions about this a lot. A lot of people ask me this because they want to know why I left. I left school because it wasn't for me. School is not for everybody. I do not believe that there is a template for success. I don't believe that you have to go to college to be successful. I don't believe that college will make you any better than anybody else. And college is a privilege. It's a choice. It's not a... College is not a set thing. It's an option. You have a choice. Yes, everybody should have the chance to go to college, sure, but do they have to? No. And it really depends on what you want to do with your life. If you know that you're not going to need your degree for whatever you want to do with your life, then don't get one. I don't see why people get into thousands of dollars of debt to try to prove something to people. And that's what I was doing. I was literally going to school because other people expected it of me and not because I wanted to be there. And even if I didn't know why I wanted to go, because I did want to go, but I didn't feel like I needed to be there. Whenever I would go, I would just be like, there's no point in being here. I don't feel like I'm growing. I don't feel like I'm learning. I don't feel like I'm making any kind of steps towards what I want to do with my life. So I left, and quite honestly, I've been so much happier since I've been out of school. I've been able to do my YouTube channel, which I wasn't able to do while I was in school. It was hard for me to juggle that. I was stressed out, and it was taking a lot out of me, and I knew that I was going to get married one day. I knew that I was going to want to, you know, build a brand where I do makeup and talk about beauty products and whatever that was, and I knew that none of that had anything to do with what I was doing in college. I was a advertising major, and even though advertising, those classes did kind of help me where I am now, you can learn that stuff on YouTube. You can learn that stuff just by watching people. I mean, honestly, there's so much you can learn from other people, but to each his own. I mean, if you love college and you want to go to college, by all means. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, you need to be there. But if you just want to do fashion and you just want to do your own thing, you just want to get married one day, that's fine. Why do people think that just because I want to get married, you know, I'm ruining my life? No, success is based on how happy you are. It's not based on how much money you're making or how many degrees you have. Success is what you make it. So I feel like me being a wife, doing YouTube, will be as successful as I'll ever be for the rest of my life. So that's that. My parents agreed. My parents are both college dropouts, and they are happy. And they, you know, seem like they've been pretty successful. So I'm only following their footsteps, pretty much. But they were all for it. They were like, hey, you know, whatever you want to do with your life. If you want to go to college, go to college. If you don't want to go to college, don't go to college. It's really up to you and what you want to do. So they supported me all the way. Thanks, parents. And my dad was real happy because he didn't want me wasting no more of his money. So, what do you do in your spare time? I make videos and I shop. And at this time of my life, I'm planning for the next steps of my life, which would be marriage. But other than that, I pretty much just stare at my walls, dance around, and act silly. That's pretty much it. How do you balance your social life and your business life? I don't have a social life, so that works out. How did you earn money at a young age? I didn't have money at a young age because I was broke. I didn't have a job until I went to college. So, what advice would you give someone if they wanted to start YouTube, and is it good on a part-time basis? Starting off on YouTube, I would say that you don't need to think of it as I'm building a career, I'm trying to make money, I'm doing this for the free stuff. Don't ever get on YouTube just because of that, because you won't get it. You won't get it, you won't get the views that you want, you won't get the money that you want, you won't get the free stuff that you want, because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Do not get on YouTube to be seen, to be validated by people, or to get some kind of financial gain, or to get free stuff, because you will be heavily disappointed in the results that you get. You can't make videos if you're not genuinely making them just to be making them. I find that a lot of people, you can tell when a person is just making videos because they want to get free stuff, or because they want people to see them, because they like, look at me, look at what I can do, look at this. You know, it's more show-offy. And you need to be coming from a genuine place. If you love talking about beauty and doing haul videos and showing people what you buy and talking about the things that you really, really like, people can tell. And when people can also tell when you are just doing it for the money. And you never want to do a job just for the money. I wasn't trying to make something out of myself. I was just doing it because I loved it as a side thing. Now, as far as the money goes, I'm not going to tell you guys how much I make, because it's not even that much of a check to brag about anyway. But I think the more that you do it, the more progress your channel will make, and the more you'll be able to tell that you're actually doing good. But honestly, I'm not even going to talk about the money, because I don't think that it should be money based. I don't think YouTube should be about money. I think YouTube should be about people sharing their ideas and being creative and inspiring people. I don't think that you should ever get on here just because you want to prove something to people or to get free stuff, because that's the wrong reason to do something. It really is. So if you're just starting out on YouTube and you want to make videos and you want to do this. Don't do it because you want money. Don't do it because you want people to see you and you're being vain. Do it because you genuinely love talking and sharing things with people. And because, you know, it is an opportunity and it will open doors for you in the long run, but only if you're genuine and only if you have a good heart about it. Not because you just want stuff from people, you know what I mean? So, what are your future career goals? I don't have a future career goal. My future goals in general, I would love to have kids and hopefully one day own some kind of business, some kind of store, I don't know, something like that, but who knows? Whatever God has for my life, I'm fine with that. I just love clothes and shoes, so as long as I can be able to look cute, buy clothes and shoes, and take care of my kids, I'm mucho bueno, okay? First alcoholic drink. My first alcoholic drink. I do not drink, first of all, let me just throw that out there. I'm not a drinker. I tried to drink alcohol maybe twice, and every time it didn't really make me happy. But I didn't even drink that much. I only had one glass, so I've never been drunk before, if that makes sense. I've never been drunk, but I don't like the taste of alcohol. I feel like it's just a social thing, so I don't see the point of drinking. If you're not trying to get drunk, there's no point, so yeah. But my first alcoholic drink was a margarita, and I had a frozen watermelon margarita. It's actually pretty good. The alcohol in it kind of made it like meh, but it was pretty good. But I don't drink, so I don't drink. How many years apart are you from your younger siblings? I made a video with my younger brother. I have two of them. One is about to be 18 and the other one is 7. Yeah. Piece of jewelry you always wear besides your engagement ring. Earrings. I never take this cartilage piercing out, and I always have something in my second hole. Even if I don't have anything right here, I always have something in my second hole. And that's it. I don't really wear that much jewelry because I don't really like fumbling with it, but for the most part, that's the two things that I always wear. Oh, and I don't wear it every day, but I love my Texas necklace. That's probably my favorite necklace of all time, and I will never get rid of it because I love that necklace. Do you wear makeup every day? Heck no. I only wear makeup when I'm making videos and on Sundays, and if I'm going somewhere. But other than that, I ain't wearing nothing. I do not like wearing makeup, actually. I find it to be very time-consuming to take off. I do not like taking off makeup, so I don't really like wearing it for that reason. But I do wear it when I need to, so. Do you cook? If so, what's your favorite dish? I love to make, I can cook. I don't cook, but I can. I need to start cooking more often so I can get into the hang of it, but I am a good cook. And I love making breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal to make. I love breakfast because it's just, you can do so many things with breakfast. I make really good eggs. I make good cream of wheat. I make good cinnamon raisin French toast. I can make pancakes. What else? Yeah, I love making breakfast. I can also make lasagna. I can make, lasagna's really good. I can make lasagna, spaghetti, empanadas, apple pie, and I can make, I made orange chicken one time. It wasn't good, but I made orange chicken. I can make sushi. I can make some real good sushi. Let you guys, I will let you know how to make sushi. I'm gonna make a video on that because it's so easy. You're gonna be so surprised how easy it is. But I can make sushi. So yeah. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Everything that I named that I can cook. But I usually eat oatmeal when I'm going to work. So I usually just eat some oatmeal. But if I have enough time, cream of wheat or pancakes and eggs. Do you use half of the makeup that you own? Yes, I use 90% of the makeup that I own. The other 10% is just backup for my makeup kit, but I do try to use most of the makeup that I own. Did you grow up in church? Yes, I grew up in church. I am a preacher's kid. Do you cuss? No, I don't cuss. I do not cuss. I try really hard not to, especially when, well, I don't have a problem with cussing. I used to a while ago, but I've changed since then. But I don't cuss. A word may slip out once in a blue moon if I'm really feeling really it enrages while I'm driving. But other than that, I do not cuss around other people. When I'm by myself, if I'm upset or something, I may slam my head to a pillow and say a word. But I'm never really upset about anything, so yeah, I don't cuss. I don't like cussing. I feel like there's no point in saying a word. I try to supplement my words, so instead of the F word, I'll say fudge or something like that. Martha Fokker or Martha Stewart. I say Martha Stewart all the time. So yeah. Are you afraid to move from Texas away from your family?
Yes, I'm gonna miss Texas. I love Texas. It's my favorite place in the world. But
have you and Lakia Star ever met? You guys look so much alike. Everybody, let me just clear this up, okay? I know me and Lakia look alike, number one. Yes, me and Lakia are twins, so I'm just gonna clear that up. No, me and Lakia have never met. We're like sister. You know, where Tia and Tamara, they found each other at the mall one day. That's me. We found each other on YouTube, and we're twins. We just didn't know it. So yeah, just in case you guys were wondering, Lakia is my long lost sister. But no, we've never met. Hope up one day I'll get to go to Atlanta and I can meet her. But yeah, no, we've never met. So you guys don't have to tell me that I look like her anymore.